What's up, YouTube viewer? Welcome back to my lair here, where we talk about occult activities and how to make make manipulate people to fall in love with you. I don't know what I'm talking about. I try to do funny info. I want to make these videos more entertaining, so maybe I'll get funnier as time goes on. But all I really wanted to talk about in this video was investing in coaching, okay? And I actually did the math just now. I spent $189,600 on coaching and courses in the last 10 months. Yeah, in the last 10 months. And I learned nothing. That's actually just a clickbait title. I didn't learn nothing. I learned a lot. And I just want to share my experience on investing in myself because what inspired me to do this video was, one, I saw it was kind of trending on YouTube. And two, I realized that, so I have this free group chat. You can see that number one point right there. If you want access to that group chat, just DM me the word Discord. It's completely free. Okay, I have things you can buy, but this is completely free. Just DM me the word Discord on my second Instagram, and I'll send you an application link. You fill it out. I send you an email. Simple as that. But I collect this, and I see, I ask in the survey, in the application, like, how much have you invested in yourself? Just to kind of collect data, because I obviously want to attract more and more people who are investing in themselves. Because if you invest in yourself, as you will see from this video, it pays off a lot. Because it pays off, what that means is, like, it makes you a higher value person. When you buy a course, when you buy consulting, when you buy coaching, you're essentially buying people's experience or people's education that they have, that they've learned from their life and experience and wins and successes and failures. And you're paying for speed of essentially that skill translated to you. So what I can tell you from spending literally $189,600 on coaching in the last 10 months is every single thing I bought delivered. Like, everything I bought not only delivered, it over-delivered in my eyes. And it also taught me that even, like, and what I mean by that is, like, I didn't, in some situations, I'll, be very blunt and honest here. Like, I didn't get exactly what I paid for, but I'm very astute to the fact that I learned key skills that I wouldn't have learned if I was trying to figure it out on my own. Okay? And personal development and learning skills and getting to your goals, it's a lot like building a bridge, right? Where, you have, I learned this metaphor from a guy named Alex Hormozi, who makes incredible content, by the way. When you're building a bridge, right, you get these different bricks, okay? You need to, like, one by one, basically plant each brick into each other and in this, like, pattern so that you can make it to the other side, okay? And what I realized is that what most people do is they look at, like, for example, they might buy one program here that teaches them one skill, or maybe it teaches them 2 or 3 skills, or even 4 skills. But then what happens is they say to themselves, well, I only learned 4 skills from this one program, and I'm not completely to the other side of the river. I only learned 4 skills. And then what happens is they buy another program, and they learn, like, 4 more skills, and they go, damn, that program sucked too. I didn't make it to the river again. And then they buy another program if they haven't given up on, investing in themselves, hopefully yet, and they finally, well, my bridge disappeared, but they finally make it to the other side, and they go, that last program, that's what got me the results. When they forgot that the whole time they were learning necessary skill sets in previous programs, but it took them a really long time to get to the other side. To give you an example of this, in 2018, I spent $2,000 on Sam Ovens Consulting Accelerator. It basically teaches you how to create a coaching business. And in the first year, or even 2 years after buying that program, I made $0 profit. I literally, so I basically, like, sunk costs like $2,000 for 2 years, but I learned a fuck ton. I know I did. And then I opened up my coaching business. And within the first several months of doing that, I had tried to open up one before, but it just didn't work. And then I just procrastinated for a while. And then I finally opened up my coaching business, and I made $10,000 in the first week. Okay? Now, I had also spent a good amount of money on a new coach, like a one-on-one coach, to teach me how to build this coaching business. And if I were really like an idiot, I would say, oh, well, that program, that one-on-one coach, that's the one that taught me. If I were really saying that, that'd be completely false, because I had to get the original bricks laid down to get to the other side, where I learned like that last bit, those last few pushes that like essentially got me the end result. All right. So understanding that, like when you buy a program, whether it's like a business program or something like mine, which is more of a lifestyle optimization, lifestyle design, social life course or social life mentorship, you're going to learn some skills. You're going to learn a lot. If you look at my reviews on tribeaccelerator.com/reviews, you're going to see that page just keeps growing and growing. You've also probably seen, everything I do with Maxi. Like, I obviously deliver. But, to be blunt, not every single person that has gone through my programs has gotten like a 0 to 100 miles per hour result. A lot of them maybe got like, I don't know, 3 or 4 skills, like I said earlier. And those skills took them from point A to point B, but they need to like continuously invest in themselves. I mean, I check in with my people, my students, I call them my students, who invest in my programs, and I ask them, months down the line, like, hey, have you bought any other courses? And if they say no, I'm like, man, I feel like I failed you, because you have to keep putting money back into yourself. Okay. So point 3 here is, what I learned this year is I learned skills. Like, I mean, I've known this for probably like the last several years, because I've been investing in courses and mentorships and stuff like that for years now. But by investing in yourself, what I think there's like a pretty accurate numbers, like the amount of money you've spent on personal development is roughly equated to the minimum amount of money that you're probably going to make in 1 month for the rest of your life. So like if you spend like $5,000 on a program, it's very likely that you can live a $5K per month lifestyle for the rest of your life and never go below that. That's at least on average from what I've been spending on myself, what I've seen. Some programs can deliver a much higher ROI than that, and you can make a lot more than that. But bare minimum, I think you'll if you buy a course like that, you will learn skills to make at least what you paid for back on the program. And if it's a social life program, I think people underestimate like a social circle program can make you so much money just by introducing you and getting in the circles of wealthier people. You really are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. And if your social circle is like cheap and broke, then you will remain cheap and broke. So investing in a social circle program is actually probably one of the best things you can do for your finances, because it gets you around people who are financially successful. Therefore, you pick up on those habits and those traits and those that leverage that wealthy people have, and you can really increase your net worth that way, and your passive income and everything else. Infinite prosperity. If you watched my recent video on infinite prosperity equation, if you haven't yet, definitely recommend it. Now, the last thing I would say is I also learned this year that I learned some skills. So I bought a couple business mentorship programs, but I also bought some personal development programs. One program that was like completely on energy. And I learned skills to literally never suffer from insecurity or past trauma ever again. It's incredible. Like I feel like I have a superpower in that I have this toolbox that I invested in that I can obviously also teach to other people, and that I have been teaching to other people, that if I just do these things that I learned, if I exercise these skills that I now have, I will never suffer from insecurity or past traumas ever again. And that's very freeing. So is that worth close to $200,000? I mean, I think so. I think that's well worth, you could get a college degree, or you could, basically never suffer from fear, insecurity, or past trauma. That's worth a lot. That's almost priceless to me. So I'm very happy with my investments in mentorship and coaching and courses this year. And I hope that you continuously invest in yourself. And if you haven't invested that much in yourself yet, that's okay. You can always start somewhere, even if it's just like, a $10, $50 PDF, $150 per month, wink, wink program. You can learn a lot, and you can learn a lot of skills that pay back dividends. And if you're obviously higher up and you're thinking like, oh, I want to invest in like a $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 program, then I would recommend doing that too, because that's something I paid for a $50,000 program last year, and it was incredible. I did like a $15,000 per month program. That was incredible. And I would just recommend that for you. So, again, if you'd like to join the tribe, which is something I offer for free, it has a mini course involved about how to attract 5 new friends, high value friends in the next 5 days, direct message me, my second Instagram, at ArlenMoore2, the word Discord, and I will reach back out to you with the link to join. And if you want me to personally mentor you in building your tribe, I have 5 slots open per week in my private mentoring program, the Tribe Accelerator. Just direct message my second Instagram, at ArlenMoore2, the word YouTube, and I'll send you the application link. And if you enjoyed this video, give it a big old thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next one. All right, peace, guys.